folks, welcome back to another episode of Good Luggage. Today we're going to find out exactly what is in this mystery box from AM Details. This was ordered back in April, where is it? January, March, April of this year. It was one of those sort of buzzes that I was on all these products that were coming out and seeing online being advertised. I suppose it was good marketing by the companies themselves, but it ended up me going and buying a load of different things and products and stuff, and I ordered a set of products from AM Details. Now I can't actually remember what they are, to be perfectly honest with you. I had enough products since then to be using on any washes that I was doing. So in theory, yes, I know I actually have ordered, I placed the order for this, but I don't know what's in there. So let's go and check it out and see what is actually in there and put it to test with a dirty car wash today. Has been done. I'm actually excited to know what is actually in here. So, a load of bubble wrap, or a load of this stuff, and first thing you get greeted by from a delivery from AM Details is obviously your order details. So I'm not going to even look at that now. Thanks for your order, Paddy. Stay safe, AM Details team. Guys, nice little touch from AM Details. Well done, guys. So, God knows who wrote that. Was it Alan, Eon, Tasha? I don't know who it was. So let's leave that there for the time being. Now, okay, so what have we got? Bubbles. AM Bubbles shampoo, pH neutral shampoo. Yeah, I've actually used this in the past. It's actually really nice to use with 2 capfuls. I think does a whole bucket. So we'll look at that a little bit in a while. Trigger for something else. Oh, I've got some brushes too. Another trigger. Loads of triggers actually. What in God's name do I buy? Oh, sugar, another brush. Oh, tar and glue. Excellent, I'm actually running low on my one, so tar and glue remover. Oh, bucket or something. Foam. Brilliant, excited to try that now. I've been actually using, I suppose Bill Tamber is always my go-to foam, the auto foam, but I've been dying to actually try a different type of foam, so AM Details foam. Another brush. APC, all-purpose cleaner from AM Details. Again, something that I've been dying to use. I only got the small bottles. If it is good though in the future, which I actually have seen a lot of people using this, I probably will go for the larger bottles then. Another drum with some, what's this? Polishing pad and microfiber wash. Brilliant. I have numerous amounts of microfibers. I have been reading on the internet how to wash them properly, but I'm dying to try this to see if it actually does work properly. Great reviews from it so far on the internet. Quick detailer. Love this stuff. This stuff is really good, and it is probably one of the nicest smelling detailing products you can get in banana flavour. Not that you'd be going for things in banana flavour, but the smell of it is banana flavour. Glass cleaner. Let's try it again. I've had it, used it successfully, but we will go through it again. Maybe not today, but another time anyway. Alright, so this is what all the little triggers were for. I don't know what size bottles these all are either. This is 500ml bottles, I suppose. That is a 1 litre bottle of bubbles I got. 500ml of these other little small ones, and then these wash ones then. These are also 1 litre. AM Details dress, multi-purpose dressing. This is really nice, actually just brings a nice shine up onto things. I've used it on engine bays before and plastic exterior pieces on cars. So that is nice. Did I get anything else? That's what I got. So let's check the order, just make sure. Okay, let's go and try them out. Okay, so the car we're going to test these products on today is a 2016 Hyundai Tucson. It's actually my wife's car. But as you can see, it's absolutely filthy, and it's been one of the tests I've been kind of trying to do is I wanted to use this box anyway and to test out the products. My own car kept that one filthy to try out the automated car wash, which you can probably see up here or up here. I'm not quite sure which side it is. But I'll leave a link to it there. So this one we're going to use AM Details products from Alan and the team over in Elgin in Scotland. I have used some of their products before, I'm not going to lie, but there is some here that I actually haven't used, and I'm really hoping that they perform, and we're going to put them through the test on this absolutely stinking dirty detail. Oh yeah, just a quick note on this one, it's not actually a full detail, we're actually only just going to give it a quick wash. Well, not a quick wash, but we're going to take our time washing it properly and thoroughly and see the results that we can get from the AM Details range. Okay, so I'll have to add at this stage that I didn't get wheel cleaner from AM Details, so I'm just going back to my Reflect Auto Care Alloy Wheel Cleaner. Okay, first initial thoughts, APC, using it on the tyres and the wheel arch, along with AM bubbles in the wheel bucket. First of all, it's the middle of winter, hands are freezing. Next one will be using some warm water, I think. AM bubbles foams up really well in the bucket, and it seems to have stayed fairly foamy, fairly soapy, which is brilliant. The APC itself, you can see I used it on the tyres and the wheel arches. It actually did really well, I think. The reason I did a second pass of APC on the tyres was to make sure that the suds from doing the tyre is actually white. If it's still brown after a second pass, or after your first pass, if it's brown, it's gotten obviously the dirt away. But if you do it on another pass and it's brown again, that means it's still dirty. So the fact that I did it on the second pass and all the suds were white meant that it had done good enough job in the first place. So I think kudos for that one. The arches as well are looking fairly decent as well. I can't really complain about those. I think with a good brush and a good APC, judging by what it did on the tyres, it's done the exact same in the arch well, and using the agitation of the brushes, they've just come up spot on. Now there's no carpet, they're all plastic in the front arches, in the back is carpet, so we'll see what happens there. The carpet lining on the inside of the arch liners, it's done the perfect job again. I mean, there's still a couple of little bits of grass and stuff, but I suppose with a bit of heavier agitation it would probably come off, but I suppose all the dirt is definitely gone. Do you know, when you're recording these, you often have a lot of time to think about things. When you're on your own, you're constantly trying to think of how to script things and how things should work, or what you should be saying on camera. But I just kind of realised to myself, I can't open the video with talking about a dirty detail or a stinking detail or whatever I said. Anyway, I actually wouldn't consider this a detail as such. I'd consider this like a maintenance wash or something, like a valet. What's your thoughts on what's the difference between a detailer and a valeter? Always a topical discussion on forums and stuff, but let me know in the comments what you consider this would be. I think it's a maintenance wash, but let me know what you think in the comments. Don't know about any of you, but when you do wheels, these get absolutely manky. I suppose never wear a white shirt when you're washing the car anyway, that's a fact. Okay, so for the foam, here's the instructions. Okay, for best results, apply 3 AM Details foam lines. Don't have one unfortunately. Put 100 to 200 ml of foam in your bottle and fill to the top of the water and adjust the regulator to reach your desired foam thickness. Spray the foam evenly over your entire wheel, allow it to work, rinsing off. The longer the product is able to work on the surface, the better results will be. Okay, so it actually doesn't say how much the... Now, I'm not sure what the AM Details... hang on. I'm not exactly sure what the AM Details bottle is filling to, or what size it is and stuff. So I have a 1 litre bottle, so I'm going to use 200 ml of AM Details into 1 litre, and we'll see how that goes then. It's definitely foamy. I think it's going to last a while, so I'm going to go around with the brush and the APC then to get into all the little nooks and crannies and stuff. And I think I might actually get to fill my buckets with the water as well ahead of the shampoo. So let's go. Here, it's still actually catching the dirt fairly well. You can see dirt in the foam quite a bit, which means it is actually doing its job. Now we're about 5 minutes in, and I mean, it's still holding its dwell time all over the car, especially here. Look at it. It's definitely bringing down dirt anyway. So the dwell time is actually lasting very good on the car. So I think in summer times when it is that little bit hot, you're going to get an awful lot more done, or it's not going to dry out too quickly on you like other brands may do. So well done, AM. Okay, so I'm over 10 minutes into the snow foam, just to see how it's reacting or how it's going, and it is staying foamy. So I'm going to rinse it off now and see how it looks then. Right, so after using a couple of products from AM Details, I didn't use the whole lot of the products because the wash itself I wasn't doing a full decon wash or full polish or doing anything like that. So as I said, I didn't know what was in the box at the start. So the ones that I did use during the whole process was the AM Bubbles, the APC and the Snow Foam. So the products that you would normally use on possibly an everyday wash as such. Okay, so the AM Bubbles is a pH neutral shampoo. It's also, I didn't actually know what smell it was, but apparently it's mango scented. It actually does smell like mango, so I think AM really go by their smell is really good, or they make really nice smelling products as such. So one thing I think I did notice on a lot of them is, yes, it says 2 capfuls per bucket. I suppose there's no specification as regards what size bucket you're having. Now, I know from watching all the videos from AM, they used the large, I think it's 20 litre buckets. For me, I was using the same thing. I was taking basically guesses, or guesstimates as such, putting in a cap, but not actually measuring at the same time, just a rough guesstimate. So I don't think the quantities are really important when it comes to AM Bubbles, but it does give you a nice lather in the actual bucket itself, and good lubrication for using the mitt then on the car afterwards. I also found it very good when using it on the wheels as well, just for that added little bit when you are cleaning any of the alloys or the tyres itself. It does keep the foam there, or the suds there. So I think the cleaning properties of this is very good. Moving on to APC then. So the APC, I was dying to try this and found it very useful, as you would have seen in the video. Now, one thing about this is this is the first car that I've used it on, and I've used quite a lot of product. Well, it's what seems like quite a lot of product. Normally on other APCs, they would talk about diluting it down. Now, I looked at the instructions on the back of this as well. I don't know, can that be diluted or not? So it would kind of say to me that it's a concentrate. If it can be diluted down, I think well and good. You'll get a hell of a lot more time out of this. It's a really good product. Great cleaning properties. Only one pass on the tyres, and then for the actual plastic surrounds or plastic trims on the outside, using the APC and a magic sponge, it really did a great job. So as I said, I wonder, is it neat? Is it concentrated? Can it be diluted down so you can get more out of a bottle? Like, that's nearly half a bottle gone on what I thought was cleaning the car. Did I use too much? I'm not quite sure. I think from what I was able to see when I was spraying it on, I was just using the adequate amount. Maybe I'm using too much. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, really good product. Also smells good. It's like a sort of a mentholy kind of smell. Great for engine bays and door shuts, and is safe to use on your interior trim, plastics and seats. Now, if it's good for your engine bays and it's good for your interiors, I just wonder, should it be diluted down somewhat? I know other APCs that are out there, they say use it neat on engine oil and bits in your engine bay and stuff. But then they say to dilute it down if you're using it on stains on the interior and stuff like that. So we'll have to find out a little bit more about that one. But a great product all the same. Now, last but not least was the Snow Foam. Coming in a 1 litre jug like this. Thought it was very good. The reason I remembered when I was doing it, the reason I bought it back in April was to do with the summertime and the sunshine that might be in the sky. Naturally, you don't want something to be drying out in your car with leaf stains and whatever. So I use Built Amber normally, the Auto Foam normally, and the dwell time isn't very long on that, but it does a serious job. So whilst out in the sunshine or out in the sunny weather, you would want something that would dwell or stay on the car that little bit longer, and that's why I wanted to go with the Snow Foam from AM Details to try it out. It was very good. Again, as you see from the video, there was a lot of dirt coming off the car as well. You can see down on the ground all the dirt marks that are coming off it. One thing that I didn't know was the correct the correct ratio to be putting into the Snow Foam lance. Normally I use Built Amber Auto Foam as my go-to snow foam as such, and the panel impact ratio there would be obviously to do with your pressure, your lance. On this one, it just says to use 100 to 200 ml of foam in your bottle, then fill to the top with water. Now, what size bottle are we to be using? I'm not quite sure. It says with the AM Details lance. Does it? For best results, apply through the AM Details foam lance. So I don't know what size the foam lance is. It says to use 100 to 200. So there's no definite amount as such of what gives you the best results. I think maybe a bit more specific on maybe your dilution ratio or what you should be doing with it might be a bit better on that one. Having said all that, I put 200 ml in with a litre. So it was 200 ml of product with 800 ml of water. and it did a great job on the car. It lasted a long time on the car, got rid of a lot of dirt, and I was able to fill up the buckets then with shampoo, go around the car with the brush, detailing brush, going around all the badges and intricate areas and stuff like that. So yeah, the product definitely works. I don't know if it was the right ratios. Did I have too much foam or not in it? It does leave a good bit of foam on the ground then afterwards. So it, you know, it dwells well on the car, but it dwells well on the ground as well. So if you're, I suppose, kind of trying to keep it neat and tidy around the area, you would need to obviously power hose it away. But all in all, great product. So 200 mils gone. I have another 800. I have another 4 washes left in that bottle. So for 1 litre, I'm not quite sure of the price, but 1 litre then, give me 5 washes out of it. So my chair keeps on going down. It's a silly chair. Yeah, I suppose all in all, I do like the AM Details products. The APC and the Snow Foam were new today that I haven't used them before. Yet to try the tar and the iron remover. But I'm looking forward to actually using them as soon as the time arrives that I can actually, I'm going to do a full job on a car as such. Would I recommend them or would I bin them? Yeah, I'm definitely going to put them on my shelf. I'm going to keep them there. I would like to get a couple more answers on the likes of the APC there, whether it can be diluted down or not, to get a little bit more, I suppose, value out of the product itself. It is a really good product, but I'd just like to get that little bit more out of a 500ml bottle as such. So if you like the content you saw today on the AM Details mystery box that I did but didn't know about, I would appreciate subscribing to the channel there. Hit the notification bell so you will be notified as soon as I can release a video. Hoping to have more content coming up soon as regards the business end of things, with regard pricing and insurance and whether it's better to be mobile or to be unit based. There's all sorts of little things coming up, hopefully, that I would like to share with you guys. So love hearing your comments. So if you would like to leave a comment, I'll get back to you whenever I can. But it's great to interact with you guys there. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you on the next one.